Alright, thanks. Thanks for coming. Now, week 1, or technically week 0, but week 1 got us started with FCS Midwest. Yes, it was kind of a track meet, but I think I forgot to show the schedule. Let's see here. I think I showed it once, but for this football schedule, week 1's a bye after. Obviously, I played week 0. Technically, that's week 1, but technically it's week 0 in the game. But it's technically week 1, but it's clearly week 0 in the game. But now week 1 is a bye week, but that's week 2. All right. Week 2 in game. Week 3 as I'm playing. We will be on the road. On the road at FIU, Florida International. Then we're at home. At home and face Delaware. That will be week 4, but week 3 in the schedule you'll understand. All right, week 4 in game. That will be on the road at Nevada. We're going to Reno. Reno, that's probably going to be a tough matchup, but this first season is basically going to pretty much be we're probably going to lose most of these games, and technically we were supposed to lose the FCS. Technically, we were supposed to lose the FCS matchup, but apparently our quarterback pretty much played his heart out. But then week 5 is a bye week. Then at home, week 6 or week 5, depending on how you understand. At home, San Jose State going to Bloomington, Indiana. And then on the road to Fort Collins, Colorado. Now, I'm not looking to win. Not looking to win any of these matchups, but I'm looking for his improvement. This is only the first season of existence for the Bloomington Beavers. And then next year will be year 2 and so forth. Alright, year 8 or week 7, depending on technically week 7. Alright, week 8 is home game against New Mexico. Now, New Mexico probably, like I said, we probably might might not win the rest of those. Might not win the rest of those games, but that's okay. And then back home again against Boise. And then, alright, Bloomington's on the road against Monroe, Louisiana. The ULM Monroe Warhawks. We got two road matchups here. We will probably see. I am not looking to win every single game that's on the schedule this year. The FCS, like I said, the FCS matchup, FCS Midwest matchup is kind of a cheeky win, but that was kind of a they didn't play well, but the rest of these teams will probably cause us problems, but alright. And then we go to Air Force. Air Force week 12 or week 11. Depends. And then we got two home games to round out the season. One's going to be at home versus Hawaii, the Rainbow Warriors. And then the other one is UNLV. That'll be senior night. On senior night I will probably play most of the seniors. I will definitely play the seniors on the last home game of the season, because that's basically their last home game pretty much. Alright. Now I did not sim a week to go over the schedule, should I go over recruitment real fast? Probably not. We'll just sim week 0 and then Yep. Our team's not very good, but hopefully our recruits will get us there. Lords. He's got 5 sacks. Tackles for loss, 6. And tackles. Okay, that's good. And Mountain West Offensive Player of the Week goes Demetrius Williams. Yeah, 12 receptions for $159 and 3 scores. Yeah, FCS Midwest was probably a tune-up game. Alright. Scores and schedules. Let's see here. 51-7 from Kent State. Okay. Boise State beat Appalachian State 55-3. Man, that's a big win for Boise State. Toledo almost came with a victory, but Washington State with a 23-21 victory. Sam Houston 49-17 victory over Western Kentucky. Oh, Hawaii. Hawaii came with a 3-point victory, 31-28 victory over Stanford. My, some of these victories, plus I'm recapping week 0, but (33-31) victory for Kansas over Fresno State. Wyoming didn't fare so well against Missouri. Alright, UConn with a 28-7 victory over Ball State. And that is... Did I go over UNLV versus Miami of Ohio? 26-3. Miami got a spanking. Miami of Ohio did not. And obviously that. Hey, I can check box scores. Wait. So Bowling Green barely scratched out a victory against Liberty, 36-34. Wow. I think only ours were the only ones televised. Could be televised? Maybe. Alright. So, let's check the recruiting board. Nobody. Oh, Stephen Davis. I don't have anybody else on the board that's a cornerback, so his deal breakers are playing time. I can definitely offer that. Conference prestige. I probably won't have I don't have a deep class yet, but alright. Let's go to recruiter here. Okay, get that up. Alright. Wait, I can reset? Okay. Alright, so obviously I don't play week 1, but this is technically week 2, depending on how you put it. Check on recruiting. even though I was just here. Okay. Alrighty. Alright. Week 1 or week 2 in game, but week 1. Ooh, championship contenders going up. Thank you, please. Alright, let's check on recruits. Yeah, I know. A bunch of these guys are probably going to go to different schools because I have limited recruiting hours. At least I'll get this tackle. Get this tackle. Hopefully I can get this quarterback. Get this quarterback to be the quarterback of the future. Warren Kruger. Alright, Malik Perfect. So far, for most of these, I am in first place. That's pretty much the board. The board hasn't changed. Alright. Now it's time for week 1. Technically week 2 in there, but week 1. Week 1 versus FIU or Florida International. Hopefully I can get some.
Welcome everyone to Pit Bull Stadium, just outside Miami and the home of the FIU Panthers. We are anxiously awaiting a battle as this fan base is ready to show everyone worldwide what FIU football is all about. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on a team from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Punch it out of the air. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
At the 30. That's a first down for the offense.
New set of downs after the completion. Might be changing the route. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down. He wants to throw it again. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, and in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, they're after him. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Now on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and they'll have to convert third and long to keep it going. Here's the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. Oh, the attempt is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the miss on the 47-yard field goal attempt, they'll put it in play from their own 30-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Panthers headed quickly to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Makes the catch, it's Owens. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. FIU will line up to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Catches it at the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. They'll run the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They're working that left side. At midfield, he's got room. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And that looked like that was going to be a big play, running the drag route, the big fella. If he's able to catch that football, man, he's turning up the sideline and getting huge yardage.
Fires to the big fella.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Here we go.
Unloads quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Not scoring.
They got it.
This field goal starting to drive, but this time they didn't get the field goal.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather.
Now FIU this time.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Carter.
Fire.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Got it in the middle, it's Payne. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. FIU pushing tempo.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And the timing just a hair off.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Panthers will have it 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground, and now getting him behind the sticks.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that's going to tie it up. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Baylor. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Second down coming up. Give to the running back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. They'll try to run for it. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get it first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. That last completion is still leaving them with a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. FIU pushing tempo. It's reverse. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. fields the punt and looking for daylight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the huge opportunity. He throws the deep ball down the field right in the breadbasket, and he drops it. There's no coming back from that one. There's nothing nice to say. Just refire and play the next play.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
Oh, what a missed opportunity for that interception. Yes, I know he gets the pass breakup, but he had a chance to finish things off, and he really didn't get it done. But there's a reason he plays defense. You know, they put the guys on offense that can actually catch.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense up front? Their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Quickly to the tight end. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the 1st down marker. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
6-3 now.
Coming out with it, it's Carter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense.
Oh, he's got some space.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. FIU pushing tempo.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Pocket breaking down.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
That's reeled in, it's Dawson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the change.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll move the wide receiver. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Under fire. Touchdown, Florida International. Fitted in the window for the score.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So a drive there of 85 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They find themselves in an early 4-point hole down 10-6. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Panthers moving quickly to the line. Give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. Caught over the middle. It's Payne. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
And that's another FIU.
Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Perry. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll go back to work on offense. Off play action on first down. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Got his man. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got a man in the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Hardy. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the play fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. So now it's 2nd and long. Power football with the run. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. The Panthers want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Jenkins. Bringing the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. FIU will line up to punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They've had missed field goals, and you wonder now if you get in plus territory, you just go for it on 4th down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Here comes the heat. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Under fire! Another incompletion on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Number 28 on to kick it away.
He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Rides to back and leaves it. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Jenkins. Caught near the sideline. It's Dawson. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Some fresh air. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. FIU set up with another 1st down. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Offense in the hurry up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play.
Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. FIU pushing tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Dawson. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the 1st down yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Gets it to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They're setting up the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kansas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Quickly complete. On the move at the 30. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Off the play fake. Working that left side now. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football.
Breaks into the open. The tag. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working now.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. FIU pushing tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
What?
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
The give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And here comes the punt team.
On to punt it away.
Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
FIU pushing tempo. To the air, it's Jenkins. Here's a heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. FIU will line up to punt.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Wants to return it. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Now this offense is back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit...
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down.
Let's go!
To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Makes the grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Gives it to the back on the draw. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They're facing a 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Right down the boulevard. This is now a 7-point game. Putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Wants to throw. It's Jenkins. Pressure coming. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Coolest. What are you doing? 4th and 17.
FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's not just starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He's got his man. FIU pushing tempo. To throw, it's Jenkins. He's got the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Off play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Panthers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Grab behind the line. It's Lewis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Nice gain on that play, but it leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but the quarterback and receiver, they were just better on that one. Nice throw. Nice job by the receiver getting his feet in bounds.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd and short now after that completion. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. He'll try to do it himself. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. That is no good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Florida International offense is back on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Dawson. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Panthers want to move quickly.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his...
Going for it all. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, FIU.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Eastern Michigan delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the MAC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Ypsilanti. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Tight end finds a soft spot. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Still some work to do after that last completion. It's second down. Back to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They bring the punter onto the field now. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. There he goes! The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Dawson. He'll work his way down to the 28. FIU pushing tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
They go to the ground. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Got him downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and if you go big, I'm going big. I'm going to bring in extra defensive linemen. I'm going to bring in my big physical linebackers. I'm expecting run. This is what they've done. This is what you do on this part of the field, so I'm going to play aggressive on defense.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. They're on the left hash. You'll have no trouble with the distance, but that angle may give him an issue. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And now this offense will take the field again. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Here's the pressure. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll try to find a more productive play this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Hand off from the shotgun. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Hauls it in. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And here comes the punt team. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll try to field the button, see if he can give his offense better field position. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sacked 1st down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
That play didn't have much of a chance to get the 1st down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles, dropping back deep, knowing he's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Here on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. FIU set up with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's been throwing bullets all over the field.
How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3... And now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're...
Touchdown, Panthers! And the stomping has commenced.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep...
Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him, and now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The give on the option. Turns it on at midfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Looking to throw on first down. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Looking to fire. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. The sure hands, it's Strickland. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit again, and this phase of the game has been an absolute disaster. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way, way behind.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
To the air, it's Jenkins. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Powers through the defender.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Payne. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
They'll try to pop the draw. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the 1st down. FIU will line up to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Plenty of options here, run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. Got his man. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Release to the back. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Man, what a great catch, but he needed to give him a chance to run with it after the grab.
Yeah, 3rd down, you need more than that. Maybe the play needs to go a little bit further down the field, but you're right, a more accurate pass maybe gives him a chance to stay on his feet and try to get the 1st down.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. 4th and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay this drive off by scoring points. Nice play call.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
Let's go!
Trying to barge their way in. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
That defensive front was a stone wall on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal from, and he'll take it in for a touchdown. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
On to attempt the try. And it's perfect. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kansas. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear that.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Absolute shank. Missed it. And that wall they need to climb to get back in this one, guys, is still 20 points high. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the grab. It's Perry. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful...
Got some room in into the goal line. Touchdown, Florida International. And the route is on. The AT unit on the field. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Caught near the sticks. It's Strickland. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got the first down himself. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll try to drive ahead on 30 short. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
At the 15-yard line.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Love the call here going RPO on third down, and obviously you're giving your quarterback choices, but the defense gave them a look that was conducive to handing that football off. So good decision by the quarterback and nice push up front.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Bringing the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third down, he drops the throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, they get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Line getting set on second down. To the ground with the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. That's caught, it's Perry. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Quick completion to the right. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Let's not overcomplicate things. My guy is better than all of your guys. No matter how I give it to him, I'm going to keep feeding. That's over 150 yards now. What a day for this wide receiver.
And the Panthers are flying down the field. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. It'll be a draw. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Finds his tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. Smashes through the tackle. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. It's a draw. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw on that last play.
The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And he steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to add another. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Louisville is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up by 18 over James Madison. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
FIU will line up to punt.
Arms have punted away.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll send the back in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Here comes the heat. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got him. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Using the quick game. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got...
This is the Florida International University is actually week 1. Because the FCS Midwest matchup was a tune-up game. Now, there. Now, all right. week 3, and okay, we got our first commit. Our first commit on the season. Malik Perfect. That stinking linebacker better choose us. Alright. Thank you for sticking. I will catch you on the next one.